What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on this. Came out about a week ago, a couple days ago anyway. Max Domi, the Arizona Coyotes, said if the London season ends, he could play in the NHL. This came out 2 days ago, so not that long ago. But Don Maloney said, if London's season ends before the Coyotes does, they'd bring Domi up, give him a cup of coffee in the NHL, which I think is a win-win situation for both sides. Obviously, you want to reward a kid that's done some really big-time things in juniors. We saw what he did at the WJC. We saw that highlight reel goal he had against Sarnia last week, but kid's a big-time player and not the biggest guy, and I believe he's a diabetic too. He's been able to overcome that and really do some great things playing hockey. But I think you bring him off for 3-4 games. You don't burn a year on his contract. He gets his feet wet in the NHL. He knows what he has to do going into next season so he can deliver and be a big part of Arizona's rebuild. The Phoenix in the desert. So the Phoenix coming from the ashes. Get it? 'Cause Phoenix. No, okay, cool. But I just think this is a great situation for both sides. If London season ends, if London makes the surprise run of it, absolutely let him do his thing up there and turn some heads. I think the thing that sucks with a kid like him is he's proven everything he has to do in juniors, and allowing him to play in the AHL would have been beneficial. But as long as that bullshit CHL, NHL, AHL rules in effect, he's going to toil against kids his own age. And, he's done some great things. And I'm not accusing him of dogging it or that London isn't a top play producer of NHL talent. But a kid like this needs to be challenged to play against men. He's not the biggest guy, 5'9". He needs to learn how to, find places to go on the edge, to go to those areas, to create scoring chances for himself and for others. And, not allowing him to do that against, men is, tough for his development. I'm not saying playing the OHL is a bad thing, not in the least. But you've got to think what's best for this kid's long and short-term development. I think being able to play against, um, guys that aren't his own age, that aren't, 17 to 20 years old, is what will benefit him in the long run. But I think absolutely allowing him to play in the NHL, if that's a possibility, is a great thing for him and the Coyotes. The Yotes are in the middle of the rebuild. They'll probably be going for that top, a pick in the top three. And as much as getting Domi alongside Eichel or McDavid would be great. You saw my piece last week. I said their best case scenario would be finish third, draft Hannafin, and then suck again next year. Draft Austin Matthews, a hometown kid. So you get Domi, Matthews, and Hannafin and Ekman Larson. You trade Yandel, you get some prospects back. You're looking at a really, really intriguing team in the Desert. So we saw the mistake Edmonton made. It was going too high, too many forwards. You get Ekman Larson and Hannafin on the back end. You're talking some pretty big time things in the West, in a very tough Western Conference. But check that piece out. Anyway, that's all I got. Sort of the Power Play with CJ on the possibility Max Domi could play in the NHL this season. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.